Hi, this is Greer from Active Health Clinic. This is our Yoga Nidra for winter. So as we move into winter, we are often seeking our comforts, so our comfort foods, our warmth from the winter sun. Can we also find comfort in our movement to warm us up, our breath to nourish and energize us, and our rest, our time to maybe go a bit slower. The winter is a time to nurture, but we may also need to energize. And energizing is not always stimulating, it's not always that cup of coffee. Sometimes energizing is nourishing movement, nourishing rest, thinking of it as a big bowl of warm soup rather than the coffee. And as we set up for this Yoga Nidra, the idea is to be as comfortable and as warm as you can. So this would be a good time for a heat pack, an extra blanket, warm clothing. We know that we'll cool down as we're lying down. So as you lie down, make sure you're going to be warm enough. Your body temperature will cool a little bit. You might want a rolled blanket under your knee to support your lower back. Maybe a small pillow under your head. So Yoga Nidra is our systematic guided relaxation. And we start with a intention, setting our sankalpa for this practice. So this is a present moment statement. It might be of how you would like to feel, of what brought you to do this practice. So it might be I feel energized, I feel grounded. See if anything comes to you. Repeat that silently to yourself 3 times. And now starting to tune into the physical body, we'll do this by tensing and releasing. Starting with your right arm, so maybe stretch through the fingers or scrunch up your hand, maybe lift the arm, squeeze all through that right arm, squeeze, squeezing the right arm, and let it go. And the left arm, make it stretching through the fingers, make a fist, maybe lift that arm, squeeze all through that left arm, squeeze, and let it go. The right leg now, tense, squeeze all through that right leg, right buttocks, right calf, squeezing all through that right leg, squeezing, and let it go. And the left leg now, tensing, squeezing, left buttocks, left calf, squeezing all through the left leg, squeeze, and let it go. Now opposites, so the right arm, the left leg, maybe lift the arm, the right arm, left leg, squeeze all through that right arm, left leg, squeeze, and let it go. Left arm, right leg, squeeze, maybe lift the left arm, squeeze the left arm, right leg, squeeze, and let it go. Now both arms, both legs together, squeezing both arms, both legs, scrunch up your face, squeezing all through the body, and let it go. And softening all through the body, the forehead, around the eyes, the jaw, chest and shoulders. Now starting to observe the breath. No need to change the breath, simply observing. Feel the air as it enters the body, the rise of the chest, the fall of the chest. Become aware of the sound the breath makes as it enters the nostrils, and maybe the coolness of the air of the nostrils, and the warmth as you exhale. A short visualization, so staying with this, letting it go whenever you're ready. With the inhale, imagine the whole body becoming light. So light, your body could float away from the floor. The head is light, the legs, arms, light, the whole body is light. Now with your exhale, heavy. Imagine your whole body becoming heavy. The head is heavy, the legs, the arms, the whole body is heavy, sinking, supported into the floor. When you breathe in, feel the whole body is light. And when you exhale, the whole body is heavy, feeling of sinking into the ground. And when you're ready, letting go of this visualization and resting here. And from a relaxed physical body, we may be able to step back and observe the mind. Notice today if your mind is more active or more settled. Some days these quiet practices will support real deep relaxation, and other days it may be a more subtle slowing down a little. Both are helpful. And as we start to tune into this more inner place of knowing that is beyond the mind, we may remember that there's this peaceful part of us that is always there, always peaceful, that is not affected by our thoughts. We go beyond the mind, our thoughts. So maybe we rest here in this peaceful state, or we relax here and we rest for the next little while. And you may like to repeat your sankalpa, that intention that you thought of at the start of the class, silently to yourself 3 times. And start to return your attention to your breath. Maybe notice how gentle the breath may become with the relaxation. And gently start to deepen the breath, that bigger breath in and out. And make some small movements through the hands, through the feet, stretching through the fingers and the toes. And do take a moment here to relax and absorb the experience. And when you feel ready, gently rolling onto one side, and take all the time you need to move out of this practice. And thanks for joining me.